Since it's now 100 years after the First World War, then maybe two of these poems are relevant, and the other is just about myself as a young man when I was 19. Trenches, Newfoundland Park, in the Somme. The green hills shout nothing now. In silence twist the soft lines, warming, rusting wire and canteens. And quietly sometimes I hear the great battle sleeping so soon under the turf. And with no noise, 70,000 faces stare. The second one is called Verdun. And if you know, Verdun was this terrible battle that lasted through most of the First World War in France with the French fighting the Germans, and about 1 million combatants were involved. And the city is still surviving somehow. Verdun rusts. By the canal, streets, people, ready. Verdun rusts, ready. To board up shops, mattresses on carts, streets, people, anguish. Verdun rusts, monuments and cafes, bells and distant organs, that cathedral hush of nuns and footsteps. In the night of tunnels, gas and screaming shells over whistling, dear skylark whistling. And lastly, if not least, about just a reflection when I was very young. I lived by the sea, as you may know from it. Young, watching the sea, able to communicate with myself. Young and in the gathering clusters of clouds, tides that were ever drawing back, seeping firm into loose shingle. Young, watching ahead, watching the skies. Towns in which shouting louder, my voices I cannot hear. Communications through, not through, to myself. Towns I cannot remember, watching, just watching the sea. I could hear my own voice as quiet as it is not communicating loudly now, as my 100 friends are all unknown, passing faces off whose unbroken skins rebound my disjointed telegrams of talk. To think I was talking that nonsense as so much sense is made, watching the drifting, erring young thing, me, young, watching the sea.